Hey, this is Mike from Inputflow, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can connect your Inputflow multi-step form to Make.com webhooks so that you can kick off any type of automation that you want to run. And the best part about it is your website visitor will not notice a difference. So everything will still look like a normal Webflow form submission, but in the background the form data will not go to Webflow but will go straight to the Make.com webhook. Okay, here I'm inside of my Make account and I'm going to click the purple button at the top right, create a new scenario. This means I will create a new automation and I'm just going to show you the beginning of it. I'm going to search for the webhooks module. Here is the webhooks module and I select custom webhook. Then I click on add to create a new webhook. Let's call it multi-step form Inputflow webhook, and then I click on save. Now you can see there's this small loading animation, and we also have this URL right here. And whenever we send data to this URL through our form and Make receives this data, then it will use it as a trigger to run your automation. So let's copy this. There's a button, copy address to clipboard. Now I have to go back to Webflow, select the multi-step form. Here is the form element. Then I go to the settings panel. And inside of the settings panel where it says action, I paste this action URL and set the method from get to post. And then there's also one thing that we have to do inside of Inputflow. So I'm going to open the Inputflow app, launch the app. Then I switch to the form editor. So this is the form. And here I click on the form settings. And then I scroll down where it says send data to custom URL, webhook. If this setting is turned on and custom action URL is set for the form, which we just did, the form data will not be processed as a normal Webflow submission, but will be sent as a post request to your specified URL. This is useful to send data to external tools and webhooks. Long story short, we just have to turn on this toggle and now we're good to go. If I now publish this to the Webflow project. So let's quickly fill out the form. Click on sign up, enter some data here. Quickly click through the form. And then I submit the form. And now you can see we get the normal Webflow success message. So this worked as expected. Let's have a look. In Make.com, you can now also see it successfully determined the data structure. So this means that this module has received our first submission and now knows what our data looks like. And then we can now use this data in any type of automation. So let's say I want to send this data somewhere else. So I'm going to just use this HTTP request module, but obviously you can use whatever module you want. And then you can see now we have access to all of the form fields from the multi-step form that we built with Inputflow. So the first name, last name, fitness goal, personal training, contact method, body fat percentage, and so on and so forth. Once you've finished setting up your automation, just make sure, a lot of people forget this, you have to turn it on down here. I cannot do this right now because it's not fully configured, but you turn on this switch and then save the entire automation and then everything works as expected.